So I told my meat guy that I needed a nice hefty pork loin. And he dug into his private stock and came out with this. It's bigger than I needed. Won't fit my roasting pan. But that can be fixed. Whack off a couple of nice healthy chops, freeze them for later, and just cut it down to size. And it'll still be way bigger than anything I have any business cooking. And now with some really nice loin chops for another day, it fits the roasting pan. So the next cute trick is to try and butterfly it. Something I have never tried before. This could be interesting. We shall see. This may be way too much knife. I don't know. Talk amongst yourselves. This is going to take a while. I think I need less knife. Let's try this one. That's more like it. Alrighty. I'll be back. Or bok. And now for the stuffing. A couple of stalks of celery, an onion, an apple, bacon, and some homemade stuffing mix right out of the bag. Now we'll chop this all up very fine. Since we're going to attempt to spread it, I'm giving the bacon a head start. And when it's all nice and crispy, I'll use the drippings from it to saute all this stuff. Straighten up now. Now with this all chopped up, it all goes in the pan with the bacon drippings. And when that gets softened up nicely, the bacon will go back in. Alrighty, bacon back in. 2 cups of chicken stock. Bring that to a boil. Salt and pepper to taste. About a teaspoon of rubbed sage. Mix all that together, let it come to a boil, and let them get to know one another. And when it's all nicely blended, turn the heat off, throw the stuffing mix in. Wish you'd put it in a bigger pan, and start mixing it all together. So after the stuffing has cooled to room temperature, more or less, it's time to stuff it. And I've been told that to keep it from really sticking to your hands, you should keep your hands wet. Which doesn't really seem to help a whole lot. Now we don't want to cover the whole roast, only about 3/4 of it, because when we start to roll it up, it will try to squish out the other end. And we roll it, theoretically. Well, so far so good. Come closer. And about here, I call it rolled. Don't let the stuffing squeeze out of the ends. Next trick, wrap it with string to hold it together. And just like rolling it, you don't want to tie it too tightly, just snug, because you might squeeze some of the stuffing out of it. Done. And now, spray down a roasting pan with cooking spray. Set this thing in there on a rack. I'm going to talk about a custom fit. And refrigerate it for at least an hour. I'm actually going to cover it and let it sit overnight, because I'm doing all this the day before, so I don't have to do it on Christmas Day. All I have to do tomorrow is just cook it and eat it.